everyone, and welcome to another movie review on Movie Madness with Maka B. And for this one, we're going to be checking out In the Heights. It is the newest musical released to the cinemas and the movie theatres worldwide from Lin-Manuel Miranda, creator of Hamilton. And I've got to say straight from the bat, it was a hell of a film. I didn't know much about it going into it. I'd just seen a couple of trailers. I liked the musical elements, so I thought I'd check it out. And this movie had a hell of a lot going on for it, and had some very deep, real-world issues involved that it advances on in a appropriate, professional manner, but also kind of takes some of the darker elements and finds a way to lighten them up in some sense. So the basic premise of the movie and musical and whatnot that we could see is that it centers around what I would say, like a Latino community in Washington Heights, and everyone's big hopes and dreams, and it's kind of a case of the big man versus the little man, with local mom and pop shops that have been around for decades all of a sudden being taken over by people with more money, the big wigs, trying to basically rid the community one bit at a time at some points and another, which very much relates to how it is in the real world. That we've seen a lot of communities like this that start out, say, like back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever time period you want to look at, where everyone knew everyone, and over time it kind of, I think the word would be gentrified, and developed, and before you know it, it's just yet another corporate stooge kind of place. But this film tried to give hope to the community, and they had one character, an abuela, I think is the way that you phrase that, who the movie describes as she never had kids, so everyone in the community was like her children, and she looked after them, and she was a central character. She was a key figure to the ups and downs of this movie, and I think we got a hell of a performance from the actress involved with that. She somehow manages to give vulnerability and strength all in one go, and I have to commend a performance like that, because as the movie progresses, and we don't see her character frequently, but we see her frequently enough, if you know what I mean. And we get a sense of her importance and the maternal instinct within, and the way that she holds this community together, and she's like a problem solver. We also get a little sense from the main character of familial history and what the community sense coming together means for him. Because when we start, he's trying to buy, I believe it's his father's old bar in the Dominican Republic, and he's working, he runs his own little like mom and pop corner shop, and he's trying to save everything he's got to keep a hold of this family legacy, which is admirable. And when we get to a key point where he somewhat succeeds in doing so, he realizes that the family, he was trying to keep hold of this familial connection, and he realizes just what kind of a familial connection he has built within his own community. We see a lot of highs and lows. They add comedic moments in at absolutely perfect times. When moments are starting to get a little bit too emotionally draining for the audience, I'd say, at certain periods, they manage to, whether it be a snarky comment or just a little misunderstanding or mishap or something that can lead to a funny, light-humoured moment, they hit it absolutely perfectly in this. The music that's used, I have to say, from the start, it was very obvious that this had been developed by the same minds behind Hamilton, in the sense that a lot of the songs that we get and a lot of the musical moments that we get, especially the very beginning debut song, is pretty much on par with the stylings of Hamilton in the terms of more of a spoken rap kind of musical number rather than, like a ballad or, a slow moving song or, anything where you singing properly, but it's more spoken word, poetry, singing, that kind of thing. You understand what I mean. I'm rambling a bit because I'm trying to think of the words I want to use, but you understand what I mean by that. But overall, the whole production of this movie, all of the cast involved and the crew, everyone. We even get Rosa Diaz from Brooklyn Nine-Nine in this one. Didn't know she could sing. She has a few solo lines here and there. She's got some good pipes on her. Big fan of the actress, so absolutely fantastic performance. Everyone involved, absolutely stellar. Cannot complain. Thinking through this whole film, I'd say with the exception of one or two very, very tiny moments that feel like they went on a smidge longer than they needed to, and they are very rare, I have to say. I can't think of anything negative, any complaints to make with this film myself. I just went in there looking for a musical and came out having experienced something a hell of a lot more. So if I was to give this movie a letter ranking, I've got to go for an A+. No real faults to find. Absolutely fantastic production from Lin-Manuel Miranda. Can't complain, absolutely loved it. I would recommend to anyone and everyone to give this film a chance and to check it out because it was one hell of a production, played to perfection. Absolutely loved it. So that's everything I had for you in this one, folks. So until next time, stay safe, have a good day, night, evening, afternoon, or whatever the hell it is, wherever the hell you are. Movie Madness, Maka out.